Chapter 39. Tutorial. Judging by the tone of Vorden's voice, it felt like he was going to snap at any second, and Layla was prepared for it. She kept her senses on high alert, ready to use her ability any second now. Even Quinn was unsure about what Vorden was about to do. "Vorden, is what Layla said true? Did you attack her?" Quinn asked in a soft voice, hoping to defuse the situation. After hearing Quinn, Vorden stopped shaking and lifted his head up. I'm sorry about attacking you. When I saw Quinn's blood, I thought that maybe the attacker had come back to get revenge. I thought you might have come in to attack me and Peter as well." Vorden explained. "I don't know if you know this, but Peter is only a level 1, and even though my indicator says I'm a level 5, I have to touch people to use my abilities. When you came through the door, I had no choice but to act first." "How can we even believe you?" Layla said, still annoyed by the whole thing. It was clear to her that Vorden was unstable. It was as if his mood and mind were changing all the time. Just seconds ago she felt like Vorden was going to attack her again, and all of a sudden he's calm. Layla wasn't buying it. However, even Quinn felt like Vorden was acting strange. It seemed like Vorden was always trying to hide something. When Vorden was asked about what happened between him and the second years, and even now with what had happened between him and Layla. "I'll just leave you to be for now," Vorden said. "I'm sorry about what happened. Quinn, if you need anything, just let me know." He then got out from his seat and left the two of them alone. "Do you see what I mean?" Layla said. "The man is unstable. I understand he might have protected you a few times and he hasn't hurt you yet, but someone like him can hurt you at any time." Quinn knew what Layla was saying was right. This wasn't the first time Quinn had seen Vorden lash out, and it didn't seem like it would be the last either. But for some reason, Quinn was unafraid of Vorden like the others. All the acts of aggression that Quinn felt, it never felt like it was aimed towards him. In the hallway, while Vorden was heading to his elemental combat class, he decided to quickly step into an empty classroom on the way. He leaned up against the wall and took a deep breath. As he looked at his hand, blood could be seen. Vorden had clenched his fist so hard that his own fingernails had pierced his palm. "Why did you get in my way? We could have taught that girl a lesson." "What did I tell you? It's because of you we're in this mess in the first place. You attacked her. It's our fault, to begin with." "Fine, but you understand that if you keep suppressing us, the little one's anger will only build up. The more he thinks Quinn is trying to get away, the angrier he will be, and then when he takes over, there is nothing me and you can do. I won't let it get to that point. I'm sorry, Quinn, for getting you involved in this, but you were just unlucky the little one chose you." With breakfast over and done with, it was time for Layla and Quinn to head to their beast weapons class. When they entered the room, Faye, Brandon and Luke were nowhere to be seen. Of course, Faye and Brandon were banned from the class, and Luke had decided to make a transfer to another combat class. Luke just wanted to be as far away from Quinn as possible. Leo stood at the front of the class and was prepared to give out his instructions for today's class. "Now for today's lesson, it will be individual practice. You have fought for the last couple of days with your weapon. Now you must learn how to get the hang of it, how to make it a part of you. Maybe come up with unique ideas to combine the use of your ability with the weapon. Then tomorrow you shall put today's hard work into practice." With that, everyone went into a separate space with their weapon. A few of the students sat down and started to think about how they could use their ability with their weapon. One student covered their whip in flames, making a fire whip. Another held a shield and managed to alter its shape to form spikes. While Quinn had no clue what to do. His only skill was easy to use and there wasn't much to do with it other than swing his hand, but what Quinn wanted to do more than anything was learn how to fight. "I wish there was someone who could teach me how to use these things," Quinn said as he sighed. Request of combat lesson activated. A suitable weapon is currently in use. Hand-to-hand combat level 1 will now be shown. Just then as Quinn said those words, he seemed to have activated something within the system. In front of his eyes, a video started to play. Quinn quickly looked around him to see if anyone else could see what he was seeing, but he seemed to be the only one. In the video stood a single tall long-haired blonde man, in a large empty room. On his both of hands he wore two gauntlets similar to Quinn's but looked a lot more powerful, and his beauty was unmatched. Something Quinn had never said about a boy before. There was one other thing that Quinn noticed, and it was his piercing red eyes. Hello and welcome to hand-to-hand combat classes for beginners, the blonde man said in a cheery voice. I don't know how much time has passed, but if you have come across this video, that means you're one of us. And I hope that the information that is being provided isn't useless in your day and age. The appearance of the man and the man's words made Quinn think about who exactly the man was in a video, and he had good reason to believe that he was a vampire.